What is going on, everyone? Welcome to our Friday stream. Let me make sure everything is correct, that you can only hear my microphone. Here we go, and we are now live. Well, I am super late. I announced this morning on Twitter, if you were catching up with some of our tweets, that we are trying to go live at 3:15, and it's about 3:45. And that's because I had some serious internet problems. That was highly interesting. I spent the last little bit, 30 minutes or more or so, on the phone with our internet company. They had switched around the accounts of something. So when I got home from the gym today, I found out that we had no internet. So even though I was prepared early this morning to do an awesome stream, we are going to finish up this castle. We are going to do some live giveaways on stream today, and we're going to tease off the new project. Um, it's just didn't go according to plan. But I guess that is the cool thing about live streaming. It's not pre-recorded, it's actually live. So you get to experience all that goodness with me. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I can see we've got a couple of viewers here. Hey PLP, what's up? I'm glad you are here. As far as the giveaway codes go, for everyone who is interested in tuning in for some giveaways, those are going to be thrown out randomly, not you're not going to know in advance. We have a couple different games we're going to throw across the screen today. Not sure if anyone will claim them live. Last week, we had some people tuning in live that claimed them. But if not, they're going to be up long enough. So if you catch them afterwards from the recording, be sure to let us know. If you catch it live, put it in the live chat. And if you are able to claim the code before, after the video's live stream has ended, be sure to leave a comment down below so people know that the codes are already gone. But yeah, thanks for joining in to the stream. I'm so excited to do a Friday stream, a good one for the weekend, even though it started off late and it won't get to go as long. Everything looks good over here. I'm gonna hide this. We're tweeted out, we're shared out. I put it in the Discord, and I don't use Facebook, so and I'll have to post it on that next week. Next week, we're going to start double sharing out as much as we can. But all right, we're going to switch over here to the castle. We're going to start off this first before we do any teasers, and we're going to get back to work. Like I mentioned yesterday on the stream, I was saying how cool I thought this all started to look in wireframe, and also not just wireframe, we have the normals turned on, so you can see all these blue dots are showing us what direction our faces are pointing to make sure that all of our indoor rooms are the walls are going to be rendered in the correct location. But I said yesterday that this just looked so cool. I think it looks cooler in wireframe than it does solid mode, just because it looks plain right now. And then, you know, when you're looking at the wireframe, you can kind of like see all the details and you can see the inside, and you know, there's like all these dots over here. So it looks pretty cool. Yesterday, we actually got through a lot. When we started, we had this roof like halfway done, and we finished off the roof. It wasn't even done on this side. And then we put the roof over here. We made a roof over here. And we also made all of this. This entire room did not exist. And we filled it in and we did a lot of cleanup. So today we're pretty much going to be finishing this off. We're going to be trying to add a few more details in before we finally start changing up some of the geometry and start changing some of these corners and things like that. Because some items we can add probably to this model before starting to add small extra models in the game engine. And we're going to be building new facilities over here for the castle. So if I go back to object mode and we look at this up top, oh, also, this is actually probably a good idea now that I'm looking over here. I'm going to move my camera to about right here. Or better yet, bottom right, something like that. That way you guys can see more. I realized yesterday when I was looking at the stream, I kept calling out all these numbers. I was like, this is not even. It's not at 48. It's not at 31. It's, we got to fix this. We spent like almost an hour fixing things. And I realized that if you look here, all the numbers I was reading off is in this corner of the screen, and my camera was taking up basically that entire thing. So, yeah. We'll move it out of the way and see if you guys like that for now. And maybe what I can do is let's edit some of this on the fly. Let's go with this. Let's get rid of our TreeFall characters for now, just so we can see a little bit better, so you guys can see fully on the modeling process. We're going to, you know what? I don't know how highly detailed we want to go. There are a lot of details that we can do because I'm thinking of building a door in this room and maybe one in this room. This is all lined up though, so I'm like kind of sad that we have to destroy it. Um, it will be something. I don't even remember now. I wish I would have filmed the very start of this. I didn't film it. I don't remember what method I used to cut this hallway out. I think that I don't remember how I connected it actually. I think I made the hallway and then extruded out, and then we connected all of these pieces, and then I pulled it up. So I guess I could make another one like that. This one actually needs to be like taller to cut out the door. Actually, we don't even need to do that fanciness. We are just going to do a single. That way everything still lines up. We're going to do a square door. Castles are like that anyways. We're going to move this out of the way. I think that's what we'll start off on today is the doorway over here, because since we lined everything up already, we can go over to our cutting modes and and start cutting around and opening this up. See, that's online, but oh yeah, it's because it doesn't connect. That's fine. We cut that. We deleted out everything on the bottom. We can't delete these faces off the bottom because these are here and they are pointed the right direction, so that's pretty good. Yeah. And this actually looks pretty good, like right about here. Yep. Yeah, this is gonna look pretty cool. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. We're going to vertice mode because I have discovered that we aren't connected here. And I don't know why. Because before we made the loop cut, I'm assuming it's because of the polygons here. I can just go ahead and test. Nothing will get removed. And if I control Z out through all of this, and you know what, we can just do that here too. We control Z all that. And if we highlight it again, there's no reason why this wouldn't connect. Yeah, something is awkward here. That wall. Now, see, you guys are going to be able to see the numbers now. That X's should be on... All these should be on 1, I think. Yeah. So that's -1. Put you on -1. You on -1. Let's see if I can just get this all to connect. And if we can delete some of it this way. It removed one, and I'm not sure if it was that one. It was probably this one? No. This one? Yeah. Actually, don't know if that's good or that's probably bad. See, that's all connected. This wall moves, but it's not actually connected to this one either. I don't understand. Let's look in here. Oh, it is. But it's not connected to this wall. How is that the case? Why can it go... So it's connected to the floor and the right wall, but it's not connected to the back wall for some reason. And the back wall... But now it looks like it is connected to the back wall. That's very odd. Yo, Thomas, welcome to the stream. I think you can use the weld tool to merge vertices. Do you know where the welding tool is? I can try it. Because I'm confused on why we're not connecting here. Because unless this wall goes all the way, nope. It's this. See, I've got some kind of math off here, just a tad, because I've got everything lined up, and I'm on the same exact pieces, and I've already gone to highlight, and I go to mesh, merge, and then I go by distance to cut these out. I mean, I could always just move this up by a little bit. That got rid of us too. This is obviously not going to connect because we don't have a cut there. But it feels like this, I don't understand like where the vertice for this guy is. I've lost him somewhere. Like it's strange because that moves the wall. Okay, I've got it. Wait. No, see, it's so weird. I'm highly confused now because it's like it's connected, but it's like it's also not connected. And I want to be able to go here and cut these. Oh, well, I think I got enough of it now since it's cutting all the way down. I think that means that we are lined up through here, and then this looks like we have some stuff here that's not fully connected. That would be because, is the ground 2 meters higher? No, it's all connected there. Oh no. I wonder, I can just look at this here and see why. It's because we got something off with this wall. Not that this matters. Like I've said, you know, in the previous streams, this one doesn't really matter too much, but for some reason, something is odd here. And I just want to make sure we don't have any doubles. Yeah. I think everything's connected fine, but for some reason it doesn't want to go all the way across, which means I might have like a missing... Is there a missing vertice somewhere lost in the mix? I don't know. But I think it's going to be all right. It's looking a little bit better. At least it connects to the floor here. And then we're going to go back and get rid of these. And then that should just lend us to this perfectly and fill in all of these faces. Boom, 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 boom. And the normals are correct. So now we've got our gate. Let's save it real quick. It's looking pretty good, pretty good. a little bit better. Let's go back here. Not bad. Not bad at all, I guess. And then, see, now you guys were laughing when we were going through the tedious work, bit by bit by bit, making sure that all of these lines were online on the exact on even amounts that we wanted to get them to, make sure that they were all lined up around the entire model. And we even cut stuff so it'll be symmetrical, even though we didn't really need to. But it saved us a lot of work in the long run because we already have our structure. This is our 2-meter structure between floors. Here's our, well, the first floor is 10, including these walls, but this doesn't really matter. And you can see these are 10, and you know this should be 8, I think. And then with this, it should be 10. But we can just go ahead and come straight on out with the bridge. And we didn't have to do any extra work. Let's go like a 30-foot bridge. Probably something like that. So the castle is far enough away. And then if we zoom up and come back down, let's go back to wireframe. Yeah, see, we're off a little bit. There we go. And I think, where's our center? Let's center the castle up here. Somewhat. A little bit better. Although, is the bridge the center of this model? I don't think that it is. Because here's the center, and is that even? It doesn't really matter. We're going to be creative. But we are going to try to line him up in the middle of the bridge, which wouldn't be... The bridge is not even. Let's look at the math on this. If we're not going to do this, but this is just going to be a little trick. Whoops. Let's go back to one cut, everybody. We're going to cut that. And that X value is 15.5. We're going to get rid of that. And then we're going to go back here, and then I wonder, do I need to apply the location? No, don't need to do that. Let's try applying the scale. I mean, that helps us center our UV map, but it's okay. We are on a different set than the original model. So I can't go to 15.5. Actually, yes, I can. I'm looking at the wrong one. X. Let's go 15.5. So that should be lined up exactly down the line. And then we can look at it here, and boom. So now we're going to build a gate here. We're going to make this so cool. You guys are going to love this. Moat, water, you can be able to see it. Don't think you're going to be able to get out here, but it's there for fun. Let's go ahead, and now that we've got the bridge and the door cut, let me go over here and do a giveaway, because it looks like we have 4 live viewers and some coming in and out. So that way we can go ahead and run one. Get rid of this and pop it there. So, and I'm just going to do a tweet so we can try to bring in some more viewers. Yeah, that's pretty good. So the first giveaway code is for Tilting Tiles. This is for the original game on PlayStation 4. If you haven't played the game, it is perfect. It's the perfect time to go ahead and grab it for free right there. If you are one of the viewers who is watching right now and you claim the code, be sure to leave it in the comments in the live chat. And if you claim it after the fact, be sure to leave it in the comments below. Let me grab some water. And I'll let that run for just a few more minutes while we edit a little bit more over here. I guess we can get these guys and try to get them into a position to where they don't look disgusting. And what we're going to do is line those up exactly there. And then pull it right here. Wow, wow. Yeah, that's the only one I can see. So that looks pretty good. We can go with this view here and go to wireframe. This would be the Z. Z. Okay. It doesn't want to go exactly how we want it to go, so we're going to put it exactly right there. And then I guess we need this view. Although it would be nice to move you out of the way so we can see. Yep. I might edit these a little bit more to try to make them a little bit better. Is this the y-axis? It is. G on the y. Wah, wah, wah. Now, if we look at this in our solid colored mode, we should be touching the castle wall exactly so you can have a little room. I think that I might want to make... See, I got two versions. I got some short ones and some tall ones. I'm undecided on the height to make it match a little bit better, but I'm thinking what needs to happen is we need to go back here and this needs to like actually connect. Oh, I mean, it's probably fine this way, honestly. Yeah. I think that looks pretty good. Although we'll determine the height in just a moment together and see if we like it tall or short. Probably tall, because that way you can see it a little bit more in the distance. That would be kind of cool. Be sure to let me know once again. See some more viewers coming in and out of the stream. Be sure to let me know if you're able to claim that code, have your PlayStation 4 ready to go. This would be y of negative 81. Same with this. So we can do this, y negative 81. I guess you can only move one at a time. The one that you clicked on last. And then the x is 115.5. I don't remember what the math was on this, so let's just go back and do it by hand, I guess. It's right on the line this way. I think I need to scoot over. Now, is that matched up completely? All right, it is. Castle, castle. Something's up over here. The way that this guy is moving. I think it's just these joints. Yeah, I think it's just those little faces like that, they should not be picked up even in the lighting in the game engine. We should be able to overcome that just fine. Well, I'm gonna have to do this one by hand too, because we don't know the size of this just yet. Did I get it on my first try? No. Zoom it over. Yeah, I think that's lined up on the Y. Okay. Actually, I think, you know what? I think I'm going to leave it the way we have it. I think that the tall in the back looks better and the short in the front will look good. Yeah. Oh man, you can see it poking through. But in the game, you won't. We'll probably end up deleting those faces entirely. You'll never know. Trust me. In a wonderful mood today, and I'm just humming and singing random melodies. All right, I'm going to take this off of the screen for now. That should be enough time for anyone who is watching, and you might have to re-watch later. But I'm going to throw up our other news banner so we can get more airtime to shout out all the people who support TreeFall Studios on patreon.com, as well as run all of our other news. Because I believe that our advertising and news banner is very helpful. We have sold a few different people, has definitely gone to our Steam to check out the entire not Tilting Tiles, TreeFall Studios bundle. I noticed a couple bundles were picked up versus just individual games. So that indicates to me that some people were finding out about TreeFall Studios for the first time. So I think that it's very helpful to keep the marketing running. All right, I think that that looks pretty cool from the back with the tall towers, the short towers in the front, our little door cut here. Absolutely beautiful. We could. Now, what are you thinking, folks? Should we go ahead and change this? I don't know. Is this something we're thinking about doing? Yes. I think it looks pretty good. That a boy, PLP. Get the entire TreeFall Steam catalog for under $10 on Steam at that link below. My man is on it. He's got it right there for you. If you're brand new to TreeFall Studios, this is an automated message. How did you get to do that? That's just brilliant. He was just on point with that already. If you are new to TreeFall Studios, you're new to our streams or our YouTube channel, you're a budding game developer looking for advice, and maybe found our channel. We have lots of tutorials and helpful videos for new game developers. You can get a lot, not all, a lot of our games are exclusive to PlayStation, but you can get a lot of our games, 7 of them, for under $10. And they're on sale right now for the Steam Summer Sale. All right, now we have an awesome little doorway hole. It's got a rounded castle edges, looks pretty cool. We're gonna build a gate for that. And yeah, we might put the walls in here. We're gonna do some, this is a platforming game, so we gotta do some building here. We gotta build the floor here, but let's go ahead and do all we gotta do is apply the final touches. If you know what game that is from, leave me a comment below. Then I'll know you're a true PlayStation fan from the 1990s. I'm going to add some cubes. We're going to need to be able to see these guys. Scaling up. 10 is not enough. 20 should be enough. We're going to go 20 and 10 and 20 on the X and the Y. We're going to go to wireframe so we can see this a little bit better. We're going to Control A and apply the scale so we are all lined up good. And then let's just double check here and make sure that this is lined up because it doesn't look like it is. We're going to take that G on the x-axis and make sure it's lined up with our other pieces. It doesn't need to be. Like I've said before, this doesn't need to be lined up at all. It might not be able to. It's probably on a different scale. It's probably as close as it's going to get. And then we're going to pull you up, not in all directions. Let's go here and so we can see again. We're going to go to vertices so we really know what we're doing. We're going to drag the box selector here. And we are going to go here. We're going to highlight all of this. We're going to delete the face only. We're going to keep that vertice. We're going to go back here. All right, PLP is dropping some knowledge. He said this is an automated message. Fix the automated message to be less redundant because it says get TreeFall's Steam catalog on Steam. So now the Steam part is removed. Should be posting it in 5 minutes. Otherwise, I broke it. Nice. Thank you for that, good sir. That is highly helpful. And we're going to go here to this height. We can always change it if it looks like poop, but it might be just fine. I don't know yet. We'll see. So if we go here, there we go. That message looks pretty good. If you're looking at the chat, the entire TreeFall Steam catalog for under $10 here. There we go. That looks good. This is an automated message. You're like a little Android bot now. So I think that that's tall enough because we're going to build some castle ramparts up here. And this is going to look pretty cool. So if you are here, you're a wee little lad, little PitterPot on the bottom. Will you be able to look up and see that castle in the distance? I think that you will. Should we have it any taller? Probably not, because it would look more majestic. We could go for our Bloodborne vibes, which has some insane castles. But I'm going to be running some cool fog effects and like fogging off the top of the castle. So I think overall that this is probably a good height. And we're going to insert this just a tad. Probably like that. Because we want smaller ramparts than this. These also look kind of blocky. They look a little large, like Duplos, compared to all the detailed modeling from the village part. So we might end up changing this. There, well, look at those little. That's a nice emoji there. Let's go with, is that size too big? Let's maybe go like that. I think that's a better fix. That looks better than these. I don't even know if we need to do it this way, to be honest. We might not if we extrude up. Whoopsies. Because now this is not how we did it the other time. If we go with like, 5 cuts per se. Oh, we can still do it this way. This actually might change our math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you skipped every other one, yeah, so we do need odd number of cuts. We needed even number of cuts last time, I think. So if we go back to our loop cut tool, oh, we still need even. Math is the same and it never changes. Let me go here. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. I think that's all we really need. But we're going to go back to our edge tool and we're going to go here and we're going to do that trick that I mentioned yesterday. We're going to line all these up You see that? I accidentally hit the space bar. I don't even need that timeline open. I could probably close that. There you go. We're not doing any animation, so you guys can see it a little bit more clearly. I'm just so used to Blender that I didn't even notice that it was open. Let's go here. Now we need to do these, but this is going to be the Y, not the X axis that we're going to straighten them up on. Oh, my back. Do, 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 do. Let's see this and see how it looks. Does that look castly to you all? I think that it does. I think that it does. I think what we're going to do is go here. Don't need those. 4:18 it looks like. And I'm already getting hungry for dinner. Nice. Here comes the automated message on time. I'm glad that you also think that this looks pretty good. We're going to try to shape it up a little bit more. Let's add a little bit of a bevel to it. Oh, yeah. I think that those polygon counts are fine. And then we're going to go to object. It's different place. And now you might say that looks hideous. We're going to use the cheapo method because this doesn't matter. Boom. I guess you could straighten out all those edges yourself. But if I click on this, they don't have the... do they have the numbers up here anymore? Let's go to the modeling window. Huh. They don't have it anywhere? Well, in the old Blender, you could just click on an object and it would tell you up here. It's got to be somewhere in one of the preferences menus. It would tell you exactly what your polygon count was and your tries. I'm surprised it's not defaulted to display already. I assumed that it would. Make sure I got my caps off. Oh. Whoa. Now we're just going to experiment. We're going to do some little things like this and see how detailed we want to go. This game won't be running on any low-end hardware anyways. It's going to, be a little complicated. So it's fine, I'm sure. With my PlayStation expertise, I will have this running at a solid 60 FPS. PLP says maybe need to change the cooldown on that. Yeah, it is a little fast, especially when we're not getting other chat bubbles coming in. Maybe do it to 10 minutes instead of 5, if that's the case. Let's see, in just a little bit, go ahead and tune in if you're watching. We'll get ready to do another giveaway in a few minutes, so that'll be fun. New game will come down the pipe, not another Tilting Tiles code, a different game. Okay, now what do we want to do here? I'm thinking, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thinking. Let me know if you think that this looks cool. because thinking of just doing a little bit of an extra castle top and doing the same thing for these guys. Once again, just huge shout out to everybody who's catching this stream alive. I appreciate you tuning in and watching. I hope you're enjoying the creation of this PitterPot level. And if you're watching after the fact, I'm glad that you're here as well. Now that looks rounded and beautiful. Now all we got to do is put some flag posts up here with some flags flying in the wind, and they need to have Ripto's face on them until you take him out and kick him out of the castle. Castle is looking pretty epic. How much of it are we going to be able to go on? Well, PLP, you're going to be able to go everywhere because I'm going to give you a secret path to Boundary Break, you speedrunner you. But as of now, the only thing that you were going to be able to do was this. But I might change my mind. I just, this is the, if you're a game developer watching this stream, this is what we call feature creep and scope creep. Sometimes you just change your mind because things are going nice, or, you get a good idea and then you decide to make the game bigger than you were before. Because basically, this castle that we're going to be detailing out here in the back is just supposed to be the back. It's supposed to be the background. That's supposed to be kind of like, Mario 64. The castle just kind of sits there in the back, and you go inside and you do all that stuff. But like, you don't, from the outside, you don't walk in and out. So yeah, I'm checking out the lighting. It's actually gotten pretty dark. My natural lighting, it looks a little fuzzy. So I'm going to go back to my small screen. I don't have my light turned on here, but it is raining outside. So the light usually blinds me and washes out my face. So I didn't have my lights plugged in, but now I actually need more of the light. So that's quite interesting. I don't think that turning on the light will help, but we'll see. If it gets too dark, I might just go grab the overhead light. But as far as feature creep and scope creep goes, got myself distracted there. This game was supposed to be a small game that we were supposed to be able to do within a month or so because the code base was already there and all we needed to do was create levels and new music, obviously, and art and all that kind of stuff. But I've turned this into our live streaming series game, and each day we've gotten a little bit more detailed bit by bit. So it's looking like this game could end up being bigger than I expected. And I decided that this was going to be the live stream game, and there's going to be another game that comes out before this one. This game should come out around the same time as the Perplexing Orb Touch. They'll both be larger projects. These will be our, fall games probably. And the teaser game that I mentioned in the title of today's stream, the little secret project that we're working on, is actually going to be a much smaller game that should sell pretty well based on my history and research and what you guys enjoy from TreeFall Studios. Hint, hint. There's a couple viewers watching, so I can go ahead and spoil. I'll go ahead and we're going to be taking a look at one level at the end of this stream, but my two most popular TreeFall Studios franchises that everyone loves, and I've sold the most copies and dollar figure amounts, are the Perplexing Orb and Maze. And it turns out we've already announced a Perplexing Orb game, so I'll let you think about what the new game is going to be. We're going to have a new one, and it should be soon. And as long as that game comes out quick enough on time and makes enough revenue, which I'm assuming that it will, this game might increase in scope. I might just, make a whole new game. Might just dump the code base and this just be PitterPot 2. I mean, it's looking pretty good. This was going to be a spin-off. It's not another orb game. This is going to be looking pretty good. So when this is all finished and everything is said and done, it's gonna be pretty cool. Originally, the plan was like 2 levels in the base courtyard, 2 levels in the top courtyard, and then the 5th level up here. This isn't going to actually be PitterPot 2 because this is story focused. I haven't given the subtitle name, I just call it PitterPot Spinoff. We already have the name of the game, and the castle theme. You might be confused on the castle theme. Well, you're watching live on stream. This is why you get to watch on stream, because I might just change my mind and decide to announce stuff randomly. But the subtitle for this game it's called PitterPot Den of Thieves. So it's story based, and it ends up right after the end of PitterPot 1. And there's a reason why you're coming to this castle. And you guys will see more soon. But honestly, this would be so cool, since we're going to be modeling this cool bridge and all this stuff out here. According to PLP's question, how much are we going to get to explore? It would be cool, instead of just having the 5 levels, if you get to this and you think that there is no more and that was it, but then the gates come up and then there's more. You always love it when you think that the game is over, but wait, there's more. Might be cool to make this game bigger than we originally planned. We will see if that is the case. Okay. What are we going to do here? I'm either going to see, we need to go ahead and move this guy over and duplicate, but we might want to put some cool windows on it first. So let's do that. But it is about 4:30, so let me go ahead. Give me one moment here as I go and add a new giveaway for you all. Giveaway number 2. Tune in. If you haven't been claiming the codes, share this out with your friends so they can join in the stream and grab their giveaway. Now, let's get rid of this and live up here. Now, I know that we have quite a bit of viewers who actually watch us from different countries in the EU regions for those different regions. So we are going to be giving away Maze on the PlayStation 4, but this is an EU code. So, because we've been giving away a lot of North American codes. So if you claim this code, be sure to let us know in the comments on the live chat. If you claim it after the fact, be sure to let us know in the comments below, so people who check out this video over the next couple of weeks will still have a chance to go get them a free game. This is actually a $10 game. This is one of our larger games, so quite a bit of free value there just for tuning in to our live stream show. It's looking a little dark. Give me 1 second. I think I'm going to try to turn on the overhead light and see how that looks. Oh. My walls are a little too... They're just so kind of white. It kind of lines up. Let me go to full screen. I guess it lightens up the background, but I still kind of look kind of dark since there's no actual light here. Yeah, that looks fine for now, I guess. I'm gonna let the giveaway run for just a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna hide it once again. All right, so let's go with something cool. I'm thinking. This wasn't originally part of the plan, but now that we're looking at the art, we kind of need to, just keep improving it. So let's do that, shall we? Once again, thanks everyone for tuning in to this live stream where we are working on creating a video game together. And this video game will be releasing on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So this workflow is possible to create a console video game. Oh. I think if we look at it, the front view, is that front? The whole thing is backwards. I don't want to rotate the model. I'm going to do that in the game engine, but to make this easier, I'm going to put this window on this side and then go front view just so we can see. Scale it on the X by about 3. Well, maybe it is hard to see. And let's get the top part. Let's go back to wireframe. Probably something about like that, because we're going to arch this. And what we want to do, we need to be able to see it. We're going to apply the scale to it. Honestly, we can leave the origin at the bottom for now. It'll be fine. Might put it at the very bottom in a second. And we're going to go over here. We're going to bevel these guys into a certain width. Yep, that looks pretty good. Do we want to change the shape of the window to be a little bit more castle-like? Should we go with the angles a little bit more, or should it be definitely not this? That's pretty bad looking. How far do we want to go on the triangles? .5 is exactly rounded. Do we want to go with rounded windows? These kind of remind me of Pac-Man ghosts shapes, just perfectly rounded. Or do we want to go with a more arched window? Well, here's how we're going to decide. We're going to put these right beside each other. We're going to bevel, pull our width down. Here's going to be our arched window. I think the problem with the arched window is like it's too tall. I think like it needs to come down a few pegs. And then not that far. Maybe 1 peg. Arch that. And then pull it up some. I don't know. Then we go here. Go back to 0.5. Have our perfect little rounded. Okay. Which window looks better, guys? Let me know in the chat. Are we going with... Honestly, these are a little too thick, too. A more arched window? Or are we going with a perfectly rounded top window? I don't know. The rounded top kind of looks pretty good because... we got some pretty rounded edges here, and these are perfectly beveled on the round side for the castle. I might continue trying them both. And we got the... You like the rounded one better? Yeah, I think it's probably going to look a little bit better overall. This guy just, he looks a little different shaped. Obviously, it is. It's not symmetrical. And now I'm going to try to mess with it by hand. Wah, 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 ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. What about now if I hand edited it a little bit so it's still kind of angular, but it's a little bit, I think it's a little bit more palatable. This one's probably just better still. I don't know. Vote in the comments if you like the rounded one or if you like the taller, more angled window. We're going to be continuing to edit them from here so that they're, you know, just the actual, you know, windows, brick window sill part. But yeah, vote in the comments below. Also, I see where new viewers are tuning in. I'm just going to leave this giveaway code up for just a little bit longer. This is for Maze PlayStation 4, and this is an EU code. Let us know in the comments if you're able to claim it. We're going to be taking it down in just a couple of minutes, and we're going to be doing more giveaways throughout the rest of the stream. So stay tuned. We have more North American codes coming up next. And new games. One game I'm actually surprised I found I still had some active codes for. Like, this is an older game, not too old. Not many people know about it on PlayStation, and I'm kind of excited to give it away and see what someone new thinks. But let's go ahead and go with this one for now. Let's zoom in. And this is not something that I have modeled before. So whoa, excuse me, guys. We don't need 4 cuts. So I am kind of just eyeballing this as well. Just trying to, you know, get this to look right. So we'll see how this goes. Scale on the Z by 0. Let's get close in. Let's go to wireframe. This might destroy this model. And we have our friendly Control Z tool, so we can always change it. The back of the model doesn't have the face anyway, so this is probably fine. Did we get it on a perfect height on Z? This is probably supposed to be 62. Yeah. Scale on the Z by 0. Put it also down to 62. Let's go ahead and merge this to make sure we don't have any doubles hanging out. That'll get rid of those. I don't know if it obviously got rid of someone else somewhere. I like the rounded one, still going with rounded. That is PLP's vote. I think that the rounded is going to be better overall. We'll just delete this guy in just a few moments. But now we're going to go even more detailed with our window because we can, fellas. Because we can. We're going to move this out of the way. So now we've got a window sill here. And they'll look like this sitting on the castle walls. And you'll be able to see them from the distance. That looks probably about the right size for a person to look out of. This will be blacked out, so it'll look like either we'll go with glass textures so you can't really see in, or we'll just go with black, like it's faded into the distance. And then this will be in a different color brick, so it stands out from this. And then I just had the thought of like, oh, we should do like a little bit of a windowsill on the outside. I think that looks pretty cool. Might change it up. Does that look even better? Angled windowsill or square windowsill? Vote in the comments below. Not sure which one is better. All right, I'm pulling down the maze code. I'm putting back our other tools along the bottom so you guys can find out more about TreeFall Studios. If you are a new game developer and you are just starting out, you're tuning into this stream, we have a lot of those who follow us. We have a lot of learning resources on this YouTube channel. You can find out more by subscribing to our channel and going through some of our video playlists. We also help new game developers get started with publishing. We can publish your game to PlayStation consoles. And we have a Patreon page as well for our TreeFall Studios fans. Anybody who wants to support TreeFall Studios making more game development content like this, or making more games if you are a fan of our actual games. I love the rounded windowsill, but that is what you call a waste of polygons. Oh, what I meant by angled versus square. So this is the windowsill part. I'm trying to decide if I like it just square out like this, and I was going to start beveling it, or if I like it in like that. So it's like kind of angled. So it'd be like, I don't know if that looks right or not. I think I'm going to pull it back out and then attempt to do more with it. Let's get this so this doesn't overlap here. A little bit better. Our automated message is coming in hot. Be sure, if you're tuning into the stream and you're new, you can get the entire TreeFall Studios Steam catalog, 7 games on sale for $9.88. If you want to find out more about what we're about, play some fun video games, you can't go wrong with that deal. It's not going to last long, and it's only for the Steam Summer Sale. Thanks again, PLP, for being the best man in the chat. You actually like the angle ones, huh? Okay. All right, let's try it. What about all right, so let's put it in angled. We might delete those faces. We're not doing it just yet. Like, because I was considering running a little bit of a bevel around the corner. Looks like poop that way. Let's just run it on this. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got the idea. Let's pop out the window here. We got one with the squares. Now let's go over here. Let's test out the angles. Let's go ahead and pull it in. Let's highlight it all. We're gonna go to mesh. We're gonna go to merge, distance. We're gonna pop those vertices gone so we can play around with this a little bit better. There might honestly just be just a better way to do this. And we can still get that bevel look that you're wanting. I don't know how to do it without hitting this guy. Let's see. Oh man, we can make some really cool stuff. All right, here's angled. I guess probably this and this is what we would need to bevel to make it curved. A little bit. I think that's the way. Let's go back to like 7 segments. Kind of need to subdivide this and then like pull it out some. You know? All right, hold on. New idea. You and you go away. Okay. Dissolve you, silly. And you go away. It cannot be done. We need that edge. I'm assuming this is only one vertice. So what we are going to do is we're going to try to clean up some of this modeling work here. We're going to go to the edges and subdivide twice. And then this is -2. -2. I'm assuming that's 2. Yep. 2. And we're going to cut here to here. We're just building up geometry so we have even polygons. Then we're going to get rid of these guys, dissolve those edges, check our vertice counts. Yeah. Now what we need to do is do the same thing here. Go wireframe. Here. Edge, subdivide by 2. Let's look where we can see again. -2 and 2. See now, since the camera is moved and up on this part of the screen, you're going to be able to see all these numbers. I'm talking out the numbers like the last couple of days of stream over and over. I can't believe no one said, I have no idea what you're talking about. Now you can see them. And we can do math together. Because isn't math fun? Especially mighty math. Yes, this is what we want. This is what we want. I think. Can't bevel a face, can you? Only if you want it to look like Dookie. What we need is this. So I was trying to make this all one face so we could bevel pretty far. Although we could just do it this way. Bevel and pull it out to an appropriate length. Go for this face. Yeah, I don't think we need to go too crazy. Because this is going to be quite a heavy load of polygons. But, you know, the key thing here is what we're going to do to make this run efficiently on game consoles is these windows are going to be separated from this model, and we're going to be running some stuff inside of the game engine to where if you can't see the windows, if it's been cut off by this castle here, it's not going to render them. So that should help us out a bunch. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way. Where do we put that other window? This guy, he's ugly, deleting him. And wireframe might help us on this. Maybe not. It's going to help us now. And what we love is even symmetry. So we're going to get everything as close as we can. Don't think we're going to be able to do that. Oh my goodness. Well, let's just go to 1. Oh, well, you stepped out. You missed where we're finishing up. I think this is what I'm going with now. The curved edges on the windowsill. I think it looks the best from the distance. Could be wrong, though. Let me know if you dislike that. I guess the only thing about it, it kind of looks like it's sitting here, just sitting, and that's why you like the angles. Because it all feels like this stuff should be like pulled in a little. And then also like scaled. Let's try this. Okay, do you like it like that? Or do you like it better just flat? Like this. Back to undersided. Here's the flat square guy. Vote in the comments below, or on our live chat, I mean. If you like, oh shoot. You like the angled look. Do you like the angled look with the curved edges here? I think that that's probably the best. Let's go with this. And let's go ahead and pull us in again so we get our angles. Come up a little. Oh no. Let's pull it out without this first. Just pull this guy in just a little. And pull it in just a little this way. About like that, yep. So you can see the window from far out. We've got our curved brick edges will look pretty good. And you can see it's like a curved windowsill, but it has an angled look because this flat guy doesn't look too good. Kind of looks like it's just sitting there and it's not connected. This looks a little bit more connected to the wall, I guess. Although to do that fully, you would want to be like, pull it all the way. Whoa. We got all sorts of junk going on here now. This is put these back so it's flat. I'm highly undecided how much it needs to go into the wall. Don't want to go over that vertice. It's going to create a problem. All right, for now, we're leaving it like this. Might go into more detailed editing later. It's getting a little tedious for the stream. It's getting close to 5, so we're getting ready to run another giveaway code. So thanks for tuning in. You can see, thanks for all the viewers tuning in. Let me go ahead and get that ready. Let's see. Okay. This is going to be cool. Let's pop our news here. Before we get rid of it, you can see it's shouting out all of our Patreon subscribers, supporters, should I say. If you would like to be featured in our live streams or YouTube videos or in the credits of our games, you can learn more on our Patreon page. You can support for as little as a $1, $3, or $5 a month donation. All right, let's get rid of this news and pop up our new giveaway. And we're going to be giving away a code for Annihilation on PlayStation 4. This is a North American code, and you can see it's scrolling across the screen now. And if you claim this code, be sure to go ahead and let us know in the live chat. And if you claim the code after the stream has already ended, be sure to let us know in the comments below so no one else will spend time on the store trying to type in a code that has already been used. This is a $5 game that is being given away. $5. I love this one. It's super fun to me. I actually want to do a sequel. I just haven't started, and I have a lot of. I think that the only thing about it is, like, I think I need to change the branding. Annihilation is too, just too open. You know, plenty of other people. There's a movie named Annihilation. It's just a word. You know, it's not, good series branding per se. And I want to do the sequel. I want it to be twin stick probably. And Annihilation 2, I don't know if that would be, the best naming conventions. All right, so is that too wide or is that good? That's what the windows are going to look like. And like, we'll just do one more row. GZ negative 30. That's too far. I'm gonna move them down by 20. Yep, that's good. You can just see over it. Although you probably won't really be able to see over it unless you're up here on the rooftop somehow. Do we want to be able to get on the rooftops? Yes or no? Leave me a message in the chat if you want to be able to climb on these rooftops. Is that cool or is that not cool? 3D platforming is pretty cool, so... Need to pull these out a little. I think this is getting pretty insane. PLP votes for climbing on the rooftop. You know, we can go even, because we can go deeper here. I was like, I was just thinking of cutting out, putting a secret door in the back, doing platforms around the back side. That might be cool. Also, we're going to go ahead and kill all of these guys. This might... I'm going to leave this open. I'm going to leave this floor piece in case we come and change our minds. But this is level design for you. Merge distance. Good. I'm thinking of making this here. We're going to make some cuts here, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to leave this alone for now. Actually, before I get distracted, I'm going back on the level design mode. But we're going to take this and... excuse me. We are going to duplicate until our fella is exactly symmetrical with how we had the other one. Okay. Honestly, they're probably going to need to go farther apart, and we're going to need to put something in the middle. So probably need to take, whoopsies, don't move you. Let's take it on the X by like another 10. So that would be -10. And let's move this one by 10. And see if that's far enough apart. Kind of need to look on here. It doesn't look like it's touching, but I guess it's just the way Blender is rendering from far away. You see those shadows indicating overlapping faces, but I'll make sure that those are exactly just sitting in front of the castle itself. So, but yeah, so I was going into level design mode because I want little... These are going to be jumps. These are going to be like castle ledges and stuff. We're going to do some cuts over here to line this up so there's some here. And then you're going to need to get across some platforms here in the gardens section. Fountain in the middle, yay or nay. I'm not sure if that's going to be the plan. I think I might actually put, another platform up there first. Because then we're going to do some fountains over here. So, yes, looking pretty good. So to recap, okay, also before I go on forward, the Annihilation code is still going across the screen. This is for PlayStation 4. This is also playable on PlayStation 5. So be sure to let us know if anyone has claimed this code. And yeah, be sure to let us know so we can move on. I was going to do one more giveaway. This is the third giveaway for this stream. I'm not sure how much longer I'm actually going to be doing it since I got started late. And that's the only reason why I think I'm going to save the fourth giveaway for the next stream, because this was supposed to be a longer 2-hour stream. We are running at 1 hour and 24 minutes. I usually cut off all streams by 5:15, but I might continue a little bit past it today. Probably not. Probably getting ready to call it for the evening. PLP says a fountain would be cool. You go into it and get some seeds. Could PitterPot swim? Is that something that I can code? Maybe we'll have it where you drain the fountain and then you have to go down in the secret well. Maybe I'll put a well in the middle instead, and there'll be a cave down below. Playing Legend of Zelda, anyone? because I've been jumping into a lot of wells, that's for sure. So if we go to our edges, could be a shallow fountain. Yeah, that was my original plan, was the shallow fountain in the middle. I'm actually going to probably it'll be like a square platform here, and in the middle of the square platform have a circular fountain around it. That was the original plan anyways. This is, dude, I swear we had all these online and we're not lined up here, so a little awkward. I want to line these up on the Y probably. But does that affect anything in there? It affects everything on this wall. So we would need all of these. I think that this is going to have to be cleaned up for the next stream, which will be Monday probably, because this is looking like we are going to have to be careful here to get everything. Make sure we can see it all. Let's zoom into our model. Make sure, yeah, we actually, let's go back here. Yeah, we need everything on this line. Just like that. Everything on this line, this wall, all the way across. Let's stick it at 34 on the dot. Even it up. Let's scale it on the Y by 0 first, and then make sure it's still on 34. That way this guy can go to 34. We can go here, mesh, merge. We got rid of this singular vertice, so now we're all connected here, because we're going to start building the courtyard walls and platforms where some of the levels and jumping in the hub world is going to be taking place. And to do that, we want to go ahead and connect some of these polygons to make them quads instead of all these oddly shaped just polygons. This line we're going to need to line up now. This needs to be 32. It needs to come out a little bit to keep our 2 meter adjustments. But let's go ahead and go over a quick recap here of everything that we've done today, in case you joined into the stream late. But we added our castle back here. We cut a hole in this wall, cleaned this up, did a curved door. This will be a gated door. We created a bridge. We moved all these towers into their corners so they're around the castle walls. We created these castle structures, curved them, pulled out the ramparts, and we created this little window here that we're lining up along the castle walls. And now we started to build out some of the geometry that you will be playing around with in the castle courtyard. I need to line this one up too, because this is just going to be ugly. That'll be fixed soon. We'll do that on the next stream. And then we're going to build out some more here, build a fountain, put the floor out here, finish off the details here, do the middle building probably, maybe put a flagpole like I mentioned earlier. I think I need to skinny up these walls, thin them down so it looks a little bit better, and put a couple details out here by this bridge, and then cut a hole in this wall so you can see inside of the castle farther. At least you can, even if you can't get your character controller out there, adding the geometry and the level design to go see what is actually out there adds a ton of realism to the world. So, yeah, that's looking pretty good. We also gave away 3 games live on stream today. The first one was for Tilting Tiles for PlayStation 4, a North American code. Then we gave a European code away for Maze on PlayStation 4. And then now, currently on the screen, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. We gave away Annihilation on the PlayStation 4. So, I don't think that anyone has posted in the chat that they've claimed the codes in case they might have, because we have had quite a bit of viewers tuning in to this stream today. But if no one has posted anything just yet, you might still have the opportunity to go back through, find those codes, and redeem them. That would be a $20 value if you had all of the games. There is a $10 game and a $5 game and another $5 game. So hopefully you guys can check out some of those and play some TreeFall Studios games for free and maybe become a fan of our game studio. I'm getting ready to end the stream today, so I'll just leave it on the small window here just because this castle looks so cool. Just one last look, and this is where we're gonna pick up next week on Monday. Let me go ahead and go back to full screen. Make sure we can all see. This way we can get the socials on my outro here. Just a bit of news to everyone. You know what? Actually, okay, hold on. I said that we were gonna tease off Maze, the new game, and I don't have it shown yet. So let me run my outro, and then I will show you guys a preview of a new level for a game we are working on. Hint, hint, it is a new game in the Maze series. But let me go ahead and go over all of our news. I need to give a huge shout out to everybody who supports TreeFall Studios on patreon.com. I mentioned it earlier in the stream, and if you look below here at our news banner, we do run every few minutes the names of all the people who support us on patreon.com. So check out the page if you are interested in getting your name shown on stream or on our YouTube videos. But I gotta also give a personal shout out to Carmen Red, Overhyped Gamer, Shark and Minnow, and PLP. Thank you guys for what you do for TreeFall Studios on patreon.com. We could not do what we do without you. Your support on Patreon helps us make extra YouTube videos like this and stay full-time in game development and bring new video games to the masses. So if you guys are interested in checking out the Patreon page, we have small tiers, and you can find the link in the description below. Also, if you guys are checking out this stream and you've been enjoying watching it, following along with some of the work that we've been doing, you like to see all the different TreeFall fans chatting, and you want to hang out some more, you can join our Discord, and the links are down below. If you're a game developer, you can ask me questions on Discord about game development, tips on how to get started. And if you're a TreeFall fan, you can connect with other TreeFall fans and talk about our games and anything that you might want to in our TreeFall Studios Discord. Also, the best place to keep up with us is subscribing to this channel on YouTube or following us on Twitter. That's where we are most active. You can follow us on Twitter at TreeFall Games. My personal Twitter account is at Eli Brewer Music, and we also have a Twitter account for our publishing branch, and that is at TreeFall Publish. Those are not all up in there. These are just the TreeFall tags, but you can follow us at all of those places as well. You can like us on Facebook for now. We don't really use it, and in the future I see us deleting Facebook entirely, but if that is your platform of choice, you can connect with us there for the time being. So those are all of our socials and our Patreon, like I mentioned below. Be sure to follow us and connect. We're doing pretty good. The YouTube channel is growing. It's getting rather large to me. I didn't think that I would ever be able to get it this big. So I'm very happy with that. We're trying to go for a goal of our next milestone would be 1,500 subscribers. So if you are new to the channel, you're new to these videos, be sure to subscribe for more. If you liked today's video, we have tons of content on our channel helping people get into game development if you have zero experience. I do a lot of like stats videos about my game sales, how much money I've made, where my income sources are, giving other game developers ideas on how to make money in game development. I've got videos on how to set up a game studio, how to do successful Steam launches, all sorts of stuff like that. There are also tutorials on Unity which teach you how to optimize your games and just do random different things. We're going to be building a game from scratch. I have 3 parts of that tutorial series up on the channel. There are more coming. I just haven't gotten back to it yet, but I am doing a small game series just on how to build a little mini game in Unity where I teach you a little bit about the game engine. So if you're a game developer or if you're a fan of indie games, this channel is the place for you. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I think that's all of the announcement news that I need to run through, but I mentioned that this stream we would be showing off a teaser of our next project that will come out before PitterPot, and that's going to be a new game in the Maze series. So I'm going to show you a level design really quickly. Let's go over to the modeling tab. This is a maze process in progress. This is level 2. So I know you guys probably have heard of Maze Pedestal of Trials if you are a TreeFall Studios fan, but is quickly becoming our number 2 earning game in terms of revenue, which is pretty crazy because Maze Pedestal of Trials only costs $3, and the other games that we are working that are in our top 3, our top 3 earning games of all time are Perplexing Orb 1, Maze Pedestal of Trials at number 2, and then Perplexing Orb 2 at number 3. So it's pretty crazy because the Perplexing Orb 2 is a $10 game and the Perplexing Orb 1 is a $6 game, and Maze Pedestal of Trials is a $3 game, which shows you just how many people have picked up Maze Pedestal of Trials. So this is a sequel. This game is going to be called Maze Rising Trials, and the game is all about verticality, and there's going to be some story to go along with that. It's going to pick up after the ending of Maze Pedestal of Trials. And right here, you can see we've already started texturing. I've started texturing the walls. We have a new texture here. This is going to look better in the game engine than it looks here, just because these are just the flat albedos. So you can just see it. This doesn't have any of the normal mapping, shadows, displacement, or anything like that. So these will look like actual bricks. This game is not going to be one big maze. This is just level 2. There is actually another maze game that we have planned where it is just one big maze. That's going to be kind of crazy. That game is also in our development pipeline, but I decided to do this game first, and it's called Maze Rising Trials, and it's going to have 5 levels. They're going to be a little bit larger. As you can see, this is actually an interactive level. You won't realize this yet because this looks pretty small, but then you can see you have a little bit here, then it goes up here, and then you got to climb, you got to go up here, do all of this, solve your way to this, and then get to the top where the finish is. But when the game actually starts, none of these parts are actually going to be there. They're going to be below the level, and there's going to be puzzles that you have to solve inside this maze to get each part of the maze to rise to the next position that it needs to be. So the texturing work is pretty tedious, and right now I'm working on doing this part, and I'm trying to decide if I like the bricks better going diagonal down like this so they line up exactly perfectly over here, or if I like them like this where they're cut off and they line up exactly on the even mark. So I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm working through it now. This is the second level. The first level has already been created, and it's fully textured, and it's partially coded because there's a bunch of elevators and stuff like that in the first level. So I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing more Maze. I know that it's a very generalized series from us, and we've pulled over quite a bit of new fans and random players who just happen to come across the games on the store and just check them out because Maze is a very generalized puzzle experience. So I'm hoping that we can drop this out of the blue, and that it will be just as successful as May's Pedestal of Trials, and hopefully maybe even more successful because we're going to be doing some cool things with some of these levels. And already, this designing this level was pretty cool. I have a video, basically a devlog that I'm documenting the entire creation of this game and how fast I'm working on it. And I have the creation process of this level and level one completely recorded, and it's going to be like sped up really, really fast. So you're going to be able to see me, the few hours that it took to model each of the levels and design them. It's going to be like sped up into like a minute while I'm talking over the creation of the game. So that's a quick look at that. I hope you guys are looking forward to more Maze content. So that's the game that I'm working on full time on all the hours I'm not on stream. And then while I'm on stream, we are working on PitterPot Den of Thieves. PitterPot is going to be a lot longer to come out. It's going to be a much bigger game. Maze Rising Trials will be our next game. It is going to be coming out on PlayStation 4, and hopefully it will have an extra SKU on PlayStation 5, but currently it's going to be a PlayStation 4 release. This is one of the releases that I believe that we will be also dropping on Steam. And I'm going to try to do day and date Steam and PlayStation on this because our Maze games are pretty popular with the Steam audience. Maze Pedestal of Trials has a positive review rating, more than 10 ratings on Steam. And the original Maze game, it hasn't gotten that many ratings yet, but it is our highest selling game in terms of dollar volume on Steam. And also, when looking at our Steam stats, it's one of the most played. You can see the average play session. So it's one of the games where people are playing 30 minutes to an hour or more of the game, which is pretty good because most of our games are pretty short. A lot of our average play times are within 25 to 30 minutes for some of the games. Tilting Tiles also has a high play time. People play that for a lot longer. But so I'm thinking Steam might be good for this because Maze is pretty popular on Steam. So Steam and PlayStation it will probably release. But yes, and PLP says I keep pretty busy. I have been working definitely more than 8 hours a day. I've been working on the Maze levels till close to midnight again. Probably just to get this game pushed out because we really need a game to come out in July, which means this game needs to be sent into PlayStation within the next like 8 to 10 days or so. So probably going to be doing some 14-hour days over the next little bit, crunching away. If I can't get it out in July, then that is okay. It'll be not the best, but it will be out in August, that's for sure. But anyways, thanks for tuning into the stream today. We've already run our outro telling you where you guys can find us, and it's also on the screen. Another piece of news, the one thing I didn't mention earlier on the outro is Tilting Tiles Micro Challenge. That is our most recent game release, and you can pick that up on PlayStation for only 49 cents. That was our budget priced experiment. Did not go over well. We did not make very much money on it. We sold a lot of copies, didn't make a lot of money. So we basically gave away a game for free, and it's a really awesome game with a lot of awesome puzzles. It's probably one of my favorite games I've ever made, actually. So go ahead and be sure to pick that up on PlayStation, and hit us up on Twitter or in Discord, or leave us a YouTube comment and letting me know what you think of the game. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to this Friday stream. I hope you have an awesome weekend. We will catch you next week with some more live game development on PitterPot Den of Thieves, and that'll be starting up Monday around 3 o'clock. Alrighty, that's going to do it for today. I will catch you guys later.